Here we go. So we're gonna cross the ankles, knees wide. You can always prop something underneath your push to sit a little bit higher. And we'll just start, guys, rocking your head from one side to the other, one side to the other, and just keep it going like this. Get some of those muscles to start to stretch and move. Maybe start to take it into those circles. Drop your chin to the right, all the way back to the left, down. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. We'll just do one more. This gets me a little dizzy. And then reverse it. Slowly to the left. One more. And then come on up to center. Roll the shoulders back. Little movement here in the back of the body. Forward, up, and back. And then reverse it. Up, forward, and down. There we go. 2 more. 1 more. I'm gonna go right into that big side bend. Lean to your right elbow. Stretch the left arm overhead. Reach through your left middle finger. Anchor your left hip heavy. And then you'll lift up and reverse it. Slide that left arm out. Reach over with your right arm. Hang on here for a second. And then switch it. Big stretch, lateral bend in your spine. And then to the left. And up and over to the right. And then up and over to the left. We'll do 1 more set. And then we'll get moving to the right. Big stretch, and then to the left. Big stretch. All right, come back to center. Turn to face one side of your mat. Let's start seated today. So knees bent, hip distance apart. Let's actually zip, I'm sorry, not hip distance apart, zip your inner thighs together. We're gonna do a little differently today. We'll just turn on the inner thighs a little bit by squeezing here. And let's take your arms out in front of you. Sit up tall on top of your booty bones. Hold the low belly in, and then try to pull your belly button all the way up underneath your ribs. And now let's imagine that string at the crown of our head. We're just gonna get 1 inch taller here, reaching through the crown of the head. And now from here, curl the tailbone underneath you, just a little bit. We're gonna roll down just to a halfway point, just a halfway hold. Pause here, tuck your tailbone just a scooch deeper. Draw your belly button in away from your t-shirt, just a little bit more. Hold on here. I'm shaking already. Inhale and exhale, peel right back up. It's amazing, the simplest movements. Sit up tall. Again, guys, we're gonna tuck and roll it down just to scoop in the low belly. Hold it here at your halfway point. Try to tuck your tail a little bit deeper. Anchor down through your feet as well. Sometimes that gets a little challenging here. And now let's zipper up through the inner thighs, and we'll roll right back up, right up to tall. And then 1 more time, as you tuck and roll it down to that halfway point, can you imagine that string at the crown of your head pulling up to the ceiling, right? So you have 2 oppositional forces. You gotta scoop deeper to pull away from that string that's pulling you up. And now from here, guys, just tip back 1 inch, increase it forward 1 inch. We'll keep it tiny, back 1 inch, increase it forward 1 inch. That's it, really, really small. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Starts to get a little cheeky. 10 more seconds. Good, just breathing. I know, let's go for 6 more seconds. Not counting reps, just time. Let's do 4, good. 3, 2, hold it here on 1. Continue to roll all the way down to the mat. Let's take it slow. Scoop the tail under you. Push your middle back, your upper back, your shoulders, your head to the mat. Lovely, all right. Keep your knees together. Bend your knees in a little bit more, so you have more of a normal bend, not quite such a long bend in your knees. And now from here, we'll just do a little pelvic tilt. So we're gonna keep our arms and our palms pushing down into the mat. And you'll just curl your tail up off of the mat, just a little tuck in your tailbone here. So hip bone's kind of scooping into your body, pelvis tilting towards you. And then we'll untuck the tailbone, and we'll come to a neutral spine. So not over exaggerating the arch, just coming to a neutral pelvis. Palms, if they were on your pelvis, would be flat, parallel to the ground. And then we'll tuck the tail, and then we'll untuck. And then again, we'll pull the low belly into tuck, and then we'll untuck back to neutral. Just do a few more like this. It doesn't need to be a massive movement, probably not going to be. And I want you guys to really focus on not tucking your tailbone by squeezing your tush, right? Because it's really easy to kind of clench the butt muscles, and that will get your pelvis to move a little bit. But that's kind of like, we don't need the glutes to move the pelvis. We actually want to train the abdominals to move the pelvis. So you're just drawing the low belly all the way in. That should tilt your pelvis towards you, and then you'll lengthen it out. Let's do 2 more. Wherever you are, just 2 more. And then 1 more. Tuck and scoop and lengthen it down. Let's keep that neutral pelvis. Keep zipping the inner thighs together. Now inhale. On your exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Make sure you didn't create that tuck again. So release the tailbone heavy into the mat. Try to keep a neutral pelvis. Now hover your arms right at hip height. Zipper your inner thighs together. Try to crease a little smidge deeper at your breastbone. And now from here, you're gonna float your arms back towards your ears. And then exhale, press your arms down. I get a crazy shake when I do that. Inhale, arms go back. Exhale, arms come down. Keep going like that. It just goes to show you guys that Pilates is pretty challenging. I mean, I've been doing it for years, and I still get the shake. So pretty good for your body. 2 more. And then exhale, arms down. 1 more, arms flow back, little shake. And then exhale, arms press down. Good, lower your head. Continuing your warm up, guys. We're gonna lift the right leg to tabletop. We're gonna lift the left leg to tabletop. Let's go heels connected, toes apart today. So we'll take that little frog shape in our knees, about shoulder distance apart with the knees. And now inhale, exhale. You're gonna curl your head, neck, and shoulders up on that exhale. Again, anchor your tailbone down. Let's squeeze the heels a lot. And then we're gonna lower both knees down away from us. And then we'll pull the low belly in to lift the knees. Again, both knees lower. Pull the low belly in to lift your knees. Just 3 more like this. We're gonna take it at a slow pace. Exhale, pull the low belly in to lift. 2 more, inhale, lower. Exhale, cinch your waistline to lift. 1 more, inhale, lower. Exhale, cinch your waistline to lift, hold it here. Bend your knees into your chest. Lower your head just a quick moment. We're gonna inhale, exhale, right back up. Legs back to that frog position, palms down. Let's do heels connected, toes apart. And we're gonna add on to that. We're gonna lower the knees down. We're gonna lift the knees up, pause. Then we'll extend our legs straight out to a high diagonal. And then we'll bend the knees in. And then we lower the knees. Exhale, pull the low belly in. Extend your legs long, stretch through your toes. And then drag your knees in. Again, 3 more, knees go down. Knees lift up. Legs extend. Drag your knees in from your center. 2 more, knees lower. Pull that low belly in, knees lift. Legs extend. Knees in, 1 more. Knees go down. Scoot from the center, knees lift. Extend your legs long. And then bend your knees in. Hold. Bend them all the way in, lower your head. Woo! Feeling that one already. All right, guys, we're gonna go right into the 100 from here. Pretty much the same position, right? Your tabletop frog or your legs extended, you choose. Arms down, we're gonna inhale. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. Slide your arms forward. Legs to frog tabletop to start. So we'll do heels connected, toes apart. Hover your arms above your hips and start to pump the arms. Here we go. Pump down, 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 down. Now inhale and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those arms pumping from your shoulders, guys. Can you curl up higher and reach your thumbs past your hips? Inhale, breathe into the back of your ribs. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, guys. 6 more breaths. Maybe extend your legs out to that head diagonal. Oh my God, I'm already regretting it. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, breathe. And exhale. Inhale, breathe. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, breathe. Pump those arms, guys. Create some air. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, breathe. And exhale, cinch your waistline tighter. Give me 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause the arms. Lower the legs a little. Lower the legs a little. Bend your knees in. Lower your head. Woo. All right. Let's go into coordination. We're gonna bend the knees into the chest, guys. We've done this with the weights. We're gonna not have weights today, but similar position. Elbows in by your sides. Palms will face forward. you're almost gonna imagine that you got handles as you would on the reformer. So you're gonna take an inhale, exhale, curl it up to the Pilates curl again. Now let's try to remember that tuck and that untuck. Let's try to untuck the tail. So move your knees away from you a little bit so you're a little bit more anchored into the mat. And now on your inhale, guys, press your palms down into the mat, extend your legs. And then you'll open, close your legs quickly. And then you'll bend your knees in on your exhale, and you'll bend your elbows. Stay curled up, don't lower that head. And now again, we're gonna inhale, press the arms and legs out. This time, open, close the legs twice. Open, close, exhale, bend your knees. And then bend your elbows, hold. This time 3 times. Curl out, press the arms down, open 3, 2, 1. Pull your navel in to drag your knees and stay curled up. Bend your elbows. 4 times, press it out. Legs go low, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Inhale, arms down, legs out, 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did I skip 4? Bend your knees, bend your elbows, lower your head. I think I did. Woo! All right, guys, that's okay. No one, everyone's like, no, it's good, we're fine. Feet down, legs long. Right into the roll up, guys. Zipper your legs together, pull your toes back. Arms go right up to the ceiling. So I want you to think even pinky toes pulling back towards your face. Take an inhale. Exhale, here we go. Peel your head up off of the mat, peel your shoulders, reset your breast, lift up and over, reach past your toes, and then pull your belly button back. Curl your tail into the mat, guys. I want you to scoop deeply with your low belly, and then roll all the way down. Again, right when your head hits. Inhale, exhale up. Cinch the waistline. Reach forward, find that C shape in your spine, but try to keep it a capital letter C instead of a lowercase C. And then lower down. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. No momentum, guys. Use your muscles to peel up. Hollow out your center. Reach past your toes. And then exhale. Lower down. Reach through your heels. One more. Inhale, exhale up. Lift your waistline on both sides. Reach past your toes. Hold here. Try to make it a capital letter C. Let's lift our waistline a little higher. Let's plug our armpits down the back. And now try to crease deeper at your breastbone. Pull your belly button back a lot. Now point your right toe. Externally rotate your right knee. Grab your right ankle. And now roll your spine down. You're going to take your leg with you. So you'll start to push the low back into the mat. Your hands can gently walk down your leg if you need. When you get to the bottom, hold it here. Palms down. Let's flex the bottom heel. Let's point the top toes. Now open your collarbone wide. Try to press the backside of your shoulders heavy into the mat. But when you do that, guys, I still want you to hug the ribs down and button your 2 front ribs into your body. And now let's take that right leg across the bottom leg. Circle it down. Exhale, lift it up. Leg circles. Across, down. Exhale to lift. If you want to go full circle, guys, all the way around to the side and up. 2 more. Exhale to lift. Push the air out. 1 more. Lift up. Hold it. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Push your palms into the mat, guys. Reverse your circles. You're going to take it down and then across and up. Down. Exhale across and up. Maybe it's a full circle. 3 more. Anchor your hips. 2. No wobble wobble on the hips. Last 1. Hold it up. Parallel your right knee. Flex your right heel. Hold. Curl up a little higher. Reach your right heel all the way down to meet your left. Squeeze your legs together. Zipper the inner thighs. Hold. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Don't lower your head. Hold. Pull your pinky toes back more. Inhale. Exhale. Crease all the way up. Crease over your rib cage. Pull your belly button back. Reach it forward. And now try to create that capital letter C again. So lift both sides of your waistline even as you're rounding. And now point your left toes. Turn your left knee out. Grab your left ankle. Reach through your right heel as you lower down. So you're going to start to take the left leg with you. You'll lower down to the mat, reaching through that right heel, let your head hit. Palms down on your mat. Turn your left knee out a little bit more. Now, guys, hold here before we move. Try to take that left hip, reach it away from you, almost as if you could lengthen your left hip away from your left rib on that left side. And I'll circle your left leg across the bottom leg, inner thighs brush, down, exhale, lift up. Across, down, exhale, lift. Let's get a little bit of tempo going here. So you exhale to lift. Maybe it's a full circle. 3 more. 2, widen your collarbone. Last 1, hold it up. Hold it here. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Push your palms into the mat. Can you anchor that left hip away from left rib again? And now reverse the circle. So now it's gonna go straight down and then across and up. Straight down, across and up. Maybe it goes all the way out to the side, across and up. Let's do 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it up, parallel your knee, flex your heel, reach that left heel all the way down, make it longer than the right, hold, zipper your legs together, reach your arms up. We got one more roll up, guys, no momentum. Inhale, exhale, slowly crease at your breastbone, draw your low belly in and peel all the way up over your rib cage. Lift the sides of your waistline, plug your armpits down, but reach your arms long. Inhale, exhale, stack yourself all the way up to seated. Lovely. Scoot forward a little bit on your mat. We're gonna take this right into rolling like a ball, heels connected, toes apart, grab onto the ankles. We know this well by now. We're gonna pull our heels towards the bum and we're gonna float the heels off of the mat. Now try to make your circle, guys, your ball, I should say, a little bit tighter than you have been lately. So let's pull the knees maybe a little closer to our chest. Let's pull the heel a tiny bit closer to our bum. Let's try to lift ourselves up and over the rib cage. Lift your elbows wide, but melt your shoulders down. And now draw your abdominals back. We're only gonna rock back 1 inch. Hold it. And then come forward 1 inch, really tiny. Draw your belly back 1 inch. It should be hard. And then forward 1 inch. It's a lot of control in your deepest abdominal areas, right? So maybe it's 2 inches now. And then 2 inches forward. 2 inches, maybe go a little deeper. And then forward. Maybe it's 3, right? Rock back 3 inches behind your tailbone. Ooh, and then pull your center in to come forward. Maybe try it at 3 one more time. And then forward. And now, guys, you're gonna go for the full rock. It's to the tips of the shoulder blades, not your neck. Exhale up and forward. Try to stay tight, stay round. Push your palms into your shins and your shins, back into your palms. Exhale up. Oh, not my best today. 2 more. Ooh. 1 more. It's all that pasta. Hold it here. That's it. Good. My favorite, right into a teaser here, guys. You can take your legs to tabletop if you need, which would just be knees bent, right? Or extend your legs up. If your legs are extended up, guys, try to lift your arms in the same shape, same angle as your legs. Yes. Nice, guys. Now bump your heart up to the ceiling. Imagine that string at the crown of your head. Hold it here. Now you can do this if knees are bent too. We're gonna lower the legs down, but we're not gonna move our torso. And we're gonna deep into that low abs to lift our legs back up to that teaser. We're gonna lower the legs. If knees are bent, knees will just lower. And then you'll exhale, cinch your waistline to lift your legs back up. 1 more, guys, legs lower. Ooh, zipper your inner thighs, squeeze your heels. Legs lift, hold it here. Hold it here, hold, breathe. Roll your spine down with control. Keep those legs where they are. Keep the legs where they are. And then bend your knees and lower your head. Woo, nice work. All right, guys, going right into your ab series. We're gonna blow through it today. Aren't you excited? Hands on your shins. Inhale. Exhale, curl it up. Take both hands to your left shin. Right on top. Right leg out. Light touch on the hands, guys. Anchor your tailbone heavy. And now switch your legs. And switch. And switch. Now, I know you guys have been taking class with me all the way since April. So if you can think about some of the stuff we've talked about in the single leg stretch, right? Stretching your legs long, but then still thinking of pulling that side of the waistline into your body. So the leg that's reaching away from you, can you pull that waistline in? Almost thinking lower abs, but almost as if they had a side, like the right lower abs and the left lower abs. Here we go, 3 more. 3, 2, 1, 1. Bend both knees in. We're gonna stay curled up if we can. Zipper your inner thighs. Here we go, double leg stretch. Both legs go out. Point your toes, stretch your arms back. Give yourself this little hollow hold. And then circle your arms around, drag your knees in. Inhale out. Hollow hold. Exhale, circle the arms, bend the knees. Inhale out, cinch your waistline tighter. Circle the arms long, bend your knees. 3 more, inhale, stretch. Exhale around and in, 2 more, inhale, stretch. Exhale around and in, last one, inhale, stretch. Exhale around and in, bend your knees and hold it, don't lower your head. We're gonna try. legs go up to the ceiling. Grab behind your left leg as high as you can reach. For me today, that's my calf, guys. Send your right leg away as high as you can reach. Now anchor your tailbone heavy, curl up deeper. Now keep that right leg straight, pull the left for scissors, and then switch. Grab the calf on the right, pull, switch. And then pull, switch. And then pull, switch. Light on the hands, guys. Arms are barely doing anything. When you kick your legs to the ceiling, I want you to reach your toes as if they could scrape the ceiling, but then I want your tailbone to heavily press into the mat at the same time. Pull, switch, switch. So think inner thighs passing. That's it, guys. Let's do 3, 2, curl up deeper, 1, bend both knees in. Here's a break for our head. Just lower your head quickly. Hands come behind your head, one behind the other. Modification for this, guys, hands underneath your tailbone in that diamond shape. We've done that before. We're gonna inhale. Exhale, hug the ribs together, crease up and over your rib cage, move your knees away from you a little bit, anchor the tailbone. Elbows wide, but still in your peripheral vision. Now extend your legs up. We're gonna do heels connected, toes apart, softly bend the knees. We'll take our little diamond shape here. Now, again, we're gonna lower the knees down slowly. And we're gonna exhale, lift them up slowly. Just 2 more like this, you're welcome. That also means there's more, right? Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, hold it here at the top. And now this time as we lower, we're gonna crisscross the legs. 4, 3, 2, 1, zip together and lift. Crisscross lower, 4, 3, 2, 1, zip the heels together, lift. You can always go back to the regular lower, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, zip together, lift. 1 more, curl up deeper, cross 4, 3, cross 2, 1, squeeze your heels, pull the low belly and lift. Bend your knees, lower your head. Woo. All right, guys, crisscross is next. Keep your hands behind your head, but just switch which hand was on top. So whichever one feels a little bit awkward right now. We're gonna inhale, exhale, hug the ribs together, button the ribs so you can crease over them. Send your right leg out long, twist towards your left knee. Now try to curl up higher off of your left shoulder. Now curl up higher through the center slowly as we twist to the right, hold. Try to curl up off of your right shoulder. Curl up higher through the center as we twist to the left. We're gonna take it slow. Woo! Curl up higher as we twist to the right. Anchor your left hip heavy as you twist to the right, guys. And now curl up higher through the center, elbows stay wide, think armpit to knee, twist to the left. And now to the right, oh my gosh, regretting this slow speed. To the left. 1 more to the right. Come back to center, bend both knees in, lower your head. Woo! All right, we got 1 more here. I know you're excited. 1 more. We're gonna mix our scissors and our crisscross. We're gonna try it. All right, legs are gonna go straight to the ceiling, point your toes. As straight as you can get. You're gonna curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now just like scissors, twist to your left leg, but send your right leg away. Legs are gonna stay straight. Yeah. And then curl up through the center, twist to the right, legs stay straight. Reach out of both toes. Curl up through the center, twist to the left, legs stay straight. And then to the right, legs scissor kick. And then to the left. And then to the right. Keep going, get off those shoulders, guys. Chin away from chest to the left. Chin away from chest to the right. 1 more set to the left, switch the legs. To the right. Come back to center. Bend your knees, lower your head. Ooh. All right, rock yourself up to seated. And let's do 1 more thing here. We're gonna do a little oblique dance, which we've done before. So you're gonna lie on your left side, left elbow down on the mat. And I'm gonna scoot a little bit to the middle of my mat because we end up rolling back a little bit. So find yourself in the middle, and then let's do legs straight, right in line with our hip. Stretch your right arm overhead, and in that moment when you stretch overhead, push down into your left elbow. You wanna kind of bite your bottom waistline into your body, right? So I'm not just kind of collapsing, I'm lifting out of that left shoulder. And now roll back onto your tailbone, draw your low belly and start to float your legs up. We're gonna reach for our toes with that right hand. Now, yes, I have weight in my left elbow, but it's not a lot. I'm actually trying to lift out of it. And now as I start to lower my legs, I'm gonna start to reach that top arm overhead, rotate my right hip forward, but I'm not gonna let my legs lower. I'm gonna try to hover them. And I'll pull the low belly back. I'll start to wrap my right hip back as I reach for my toes. So it's this right side oblique, guys, that we're gonna start to get kind of rotating and working here. And then you'll slowly lower down, keep your feet hovering, reach your top arm over your top ear. And I will pull the low belly back. We kind of come up into a teaser almost right here. Pull that right hip back. And I'll wrap that right hip forward, rotate, but keep those legs squeezing and lifting. 2 more. Roll it back, reach for your toes, taking it slow today. And then rotate that top arm overhead. Last one, pull the low belly back, wrap your right hip back, reach for your toes, hold. Now bend your knees, zip for your inner thighs, take your right hand to the base of your neck. Try to lift your heart up, try to take it out of that left elbow a little. And then we're gonna wrap towards the knees, we're gonna crunch in, and then we'll extend the legs as we lean back. And then we'll crease forward, we'll rotate and crunch in. And then we'll open the elbow and the legs will extend. And then we crunch. And then we lean, still lifting my heart. And then rotate, crunch. And then lean, 1 more. You're gonna crunch. You're gonna lean, hold it here, guys, crisscross the legs, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zipper your knees, lower down, stretch that top arm overhead. And then lower your legs. Whew. Other side. Right elbow down. Now I'm in the sun. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit. Legs long, point through your toes, really nice long body here. Stretch your top arm overhead. And remember, as I stretch overhead, I'm gonna lift out of that right elbow, scoop that right side that you just worked into your body. And I'll start to roll back onto your tailbone. You'll start to float your legs, reach for your toesies, reach, reach, reach. And then you'll slowly lower it down, twist that left hip forward, hover your legs, reach your top arm over your ear. Here we go. Scoop the low belly back, wrap your left hip back as you lift to that semi-quasi teaser. And I'll press that left hip forward, keep your legs squeezing. Lift out of the bottom elbow. Lift your heart, reach for your toes. Keep those legs as high as you can as you rotate that left hip forward. 3 more, guys. We're gonna pull that left hip back, we're gonna reach. I'm gonna keep scooping that left hip in towards the rib. 2 more. Reach. Beautiful, lift your heart. Press that top hip forward. Last one, guys, pull that left hip back, reach, hold. Now bend your knees, take your top hand to the base of your neck. We're gonna crunch in and rotate towards the knees. And then we'll take everything out away from the center of the body. Legs extend, and you open. And then you'll crunch, rotate in. Extend, lift your heart, reach your legs long, and then you'll crunch and rotate that left rib in. And then you'll open, lift your chin. And then you'll squeeze your knees, cross and rotate. And then extend. 1 more, guys, cross and rotate. And then extend, hold it here, crisscross the legs, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zipper your knees, and then extend your legs, rotate forward. Whew, and relax. Nice job here, guys. All right, let's go right into our spine stretch forward. So we're gonna come to sit up tall. I'm gonna grab a little sip of water. Sit up tall. Feet mat distance apart. Flex at your ankles, soften your knees, sit up tall. If you can look at yourself in your video, and just make sure, guys, that your chest is not forward of your hips. Pull it back a little. Press your arms down by your sides. Push down on something coming out, an imaginary table right from underneath your armpits. We're gonna sit up tall, lift the waistline, inhale. And then on our exhale, we'll crease at the breastbone, drop your chin. Imagine reaching over a table at somebody across on the other side. Now you keep reaching at your breastbone, but you gotta keep lifting your belly button in and up underneath your ribs. Crease more, and then exhale, lift up tall. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crease it forward, reach at your breastbone, reach, 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 lift both sides of your waistline, and then exhale up. 1 more time, inhale, lift. Make the bones in your back, guys, pull a little taller away from one another, and then as you crease forward, you increase that space between the vertebrae. And then you'll exhale, lift up. And now take your arms out to a wide V. Wide V. We're gonna twist the upper body to the right. Press that right arm back behind you more. Flip your back palm up, and now crease at your breastbone, dive forward. Reach your left pinky finger past your right pinky toe. And then we're gonna do a little bounce. Just a little 3, little 2, little 1. Inhale, lift up, pull the abdominals in. Twist to the left, crease forward, flip your back palm up, dive 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift tall, rotate the ribs. Twist to the right, dive 3. Press your back palm up, 2, dive 1, inhale up, twist to the left, dive 3, pull your toes back, dive 2, dive 1, inhale. Guys, the idea is to grow taller. Keep going. Each time you come through the center, lift your ribs away from your hips, anchor your booty bones down, and then every time you dive, anchoring that opposite hip heavy and really reaching through your arms. Dive 3, dive 2, dive 1, reach the arms, twist to the left. Last one, dive 3, dive 2, dive 1, inhale up, arms to the front, and then arms down. Let's do one more thing here. Let's take our feet about hip distance apart, and I'm gonna call this torso twist. We've done this one before. Hands behind your head, elbows are still wide, but slightly in your peripheral vision. Now flex your feet again a lot. I like to soften my knees a little. And now use your hands to lift your skull another 2 inches taller to the ceiling. So you've got your ribs pulling up away from your hips. And now from here, guys, we're gonna round the spine forward. Think of this as your spine stretch forward that you just did. Hold here. So you're creasing and reaching for somebody at the other side of the table, but now your hands are behind your head. And now lift your ribs up away from your hips. Now you're gonna twist to your right, open that top elbow wide. Good, and now you're gonna curl your tail underneath you, roll back through your pelvis, come back to the point where it's a little bit shaky, flex through your heels more. Now roll to the other side. You're gonna twist to your left, pull that left elbow back, and now crease at your breastbone, draw your belly in, crease over that waistline, elbow to knee on that left side, and then rotate to face the ground for that spine stretch forward position, and then stack yourself up and sit up tall. Again, we're gonna crease up the breastbone, round forward. Let your head hang heavy, don't pull on your neck. Reach through the crown of your head. Now twist your upper body open to the left, but anchor your right hip back. And now curl your tailbone down, push your low back into the mat, get a little shake here, twist your upper body to the right, and now crease at your breastbone. Imagine going over a beach ball on your lap, and you'll think left elbow to right knee. And then round forward into that spine stretch forward. Keep reaching to the crown of your head, and then you'll stack yourself up tall. One more set. Crease at your breastbone, reach to the crown of your head, round your spine. Twist and open. Right elbow back. Tuck and curl, but lift your chin out of your chest. Melt your shoulders down. Tuck deeper, tuck deeper. Now twist to the left, pull that left elbow back. Now crease up and over that beach ball on your thighs. Tap the elbow to the knee, and then crease back down to face the floor, and then stack yourself up tall. Last one, lift with the hands. Crease at your breastbone. Draw your navel in and up, and then twist open to the left, and then curl your tail. Find that deep scoop, that hollow center as you hold here. Then twist to the right, right elbow back. Then crease all the way up and over, tap elbow to knee, lift your belly button away from your thighs, and then crease down to the floor. Hold here. Just hold. Now we're probably slouching here a little bit. We're probably letting things go. So lift your waistline more. Now use that lift to stack your bones all the way up to tall and sit up as tall as you possibly can. And then arms down. Lovely. Turn around. We're gonna go right into your swan. Let's do palms today. Palms on the mat. We'll do fingertips right around the shoulders, maybe slightly in front of your shoulders. Elbows point back towards your hips. And now let's open our feet, guys, not mat distance, but about hip distance again. And now forehead down on the mat. Now I'm gonna lift my head up to talk to you, but you keep your forehead down. Now I want you to think of lengthening before we even move here. Just lengthening through the crown of your head, lengthen through your toes all the way back behind you, and try to draw, again, the low belly all the way into your body off of the mat, almost as if you could pull those two frontal hip bones up and in to touch those two lowest rib points. So try to find that connection there, and you'll keep that connection, push into your palms, and you'll just start to lift your chest off of the mat. Now, have you lost that connection? Probably, right? So let's try to pull it in again. Let's start to extend our arms up. Now you're only gonna go as far as you can keep that connection. Open your heart forward, and then as you lower down, reach your heart forward, reach the crown of the head to the edge of your mat. And then again, before you even lift, scoop hip bones up and in, belly button draws in. You're gonna keep closing and cinching your waistline as you start to press up through your arms. You'll take that back bend, open your heart, lift your chest, reach to the crown of your head. And then as you lower down, guys, arms will do a lot, but we gotta pull the ribs and the low belly in. One more time. Palms separate, or fingertips wide. Push down through your palms. Hug the ribs together. You're gonna start to lift that back bend. Melt your elbows down towards your hips. Pull your heart forward. Open your collarbone wide, but close and cinch your ribs in as you lower down. Lovely. Now from here, one hand on top of the other on your mat. Let's rest your forehead down again. And now from here, guys, we're just gonna do lower body. So we'll relax the upper body, same cinching of your waistline, draw the hip bones in, knit your ribs together, and then go ahead and lift both legs up. Just hold. And now I think you can lift higher. So if you straighten your legs more, you reach through your toes and you squeeze your bum more, your legs will magically lift a little higher. Can you squeeze one more inch? And then lower down. And then again, low belly pulls in, legs lift. We're still pulling the low belly in as the legs lift, and maybe we squeeze our bum another inch higher, and then lower down. One more. Legs lift, low belly scoops in, lift, 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 lift. Hold it here. And now beat your heels together. Just beat quick, quick, quick little beats. For 10, for 9, for 8. Beat the heels. Legs straighter, legs higher. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Lift those legs higher. Don't drop them yet. Squeeze your bum, lengthen your legs longer. Now little circles with your toes, guys. Move the circles from your hips, right? Let's think like little beach ball size. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Reverse your circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done yet. Lift those legs higher. Beat your heels. 10. Beat 9. Beat 8. 7. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. We're not done yet. 5 circles. 5, 4, 3. Pull the low belly in. 2, 1. Reverse those circles. 5, 4. A little higher. 3, 2, 1. Now we're done. Lower down. Whew. Sit back. Take that child's pose. Open your knees wide. Stretch your fingertips long. Sit your hips back towards your heels, guys. Maybe kind of give yourself a little movement side to side in your hips. That should feel nice. And then slowly roll your spine up to seated. It's hot in this room. I gotta take another sip. All right, guys, we've got to our resistance band. We're here. I'm gonna stand up to put mine on. It's a little easier. We're gonna step into the band or tie it around, whatever you have, right above your knees. So right above your knees on the thighs. I'm gonna start right leg, so I'm gonna lie down on my left side. So we'll lie down. I'm gonna take my left hand to the base of my neck. You guys can rest your head down if that feels comfortable, whatever feels best. Find your hips right in line with shoulders. So I need to scoot my bum back a little bit. And now you're gonna take your legs into that tabletop position, guys, right in front of you. So knees maybe a little bit higher than you think, in line with your hips. Flex your ankles and find your ankles in line with your knees. And I'm gonna take my right hand to the base of my neck. That's a challenge for your center core. If you ever at any point need help, right hand comes down. Let's try here first though. Let's try it behind the head first. Now lift your top leg up, flex both feet and hold. Now, if you don't have a band, you don't need a band. You just have to imagine that the band is there, right? So you're creating this resistance within your own body, which is essentially what you should be doing in every single Pilates exercise. The band just kind of adds to it and almost makes you feel it, right? Makes you do it. So reach through both heels, and I'll take this top hip, guys, reach it away from you. So when you do that, what you should almost feel is almost as if your bottom rib on that left side could scoop into your body a little bit. And now let's lift the top leg up pretty high, and then we'll lower it down just about hip height. We're gonna lift it up above the hip and lower it down. Lift it higher and resist it down. So we start to build some heat in the upper outer thigh, back of the glute, right? 3 more. Let's lift 3 and resist. 2 and resist. Last one, hold it. No, just a little pulse up, little up, like barely moving. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down back to hip height where you started. Hold it here. Lift your bottom heel up to meet your top heel. We're gonna do that little clamshell. So heels are hovering, open that top knee higher, and then close it down about halfway. Open the top knee higher, close it down about halfway. So again, we're kind of hitting like glute medius right now. That's like upper outer part of the booty. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it. Lower the bottom heel. Now take the strap, the band, onto the arch of your right foot. I think we did this Saturday. Super intense. So flex both feet. Right now you're gonna press into the arch of your right foot. Extend your leg pretty long. A lot of tension. And then bend it in, resist it in. My band is rolling on my leg. It's totally fine, guys, if it ends up rolling. Doesn't need to be perfect. Extend it out. And now as you bend your right knee in, I need you to reach that right hip away from you. It makes all the difference, guys. Extend that right leg long. And then bend your right knee and slow down the band. Don't let it snap. You bend it, you stretch it out slow. You resist it in slow. Let's do one more. Press it out slow. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach that right hip away from you. Now keep reaching it away as you bend your right knee in slow. Good, hold it here, guys. Lift your leg a little bit higher. Good, now we're gonna rotate the right knee in towards the left. Hold. And now open your right knee out, your heel goes down. So it's in a 90-degree bend, but we're just rotating from the hip joint, from the thigh bone, knee down. And then we'll open the knee back up. Woo! 3 more, because that's all I can handle. Knee down. There should be a lot of tension, guys. Knee up, lift that leg a little higher. 2 more sets, knee down. And then knee up. 1 more, knee down. And then knee up. Good, now extend your leg all the way out. Rotate your knee down again. It's a little different with the leg straight. And I'll sweep your leg a little bit forward. Try to keep your knee pointing down and just pulse up, up, up. You got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, lower it down. So good. Other side. So I'm gonna roll it back onto my thighs. Maybe I'll adjust it so it's a little bit cleaner, because I'm like that. All right, come onto your right side. Right elbow down, hips back in line with your elbow, elbow in line with shoulder. This top elbow, guys, or bottom elbow, tends to come forward. Let's pull it back, stack it in line with your shoulder. Bend your knees into your tabletop in front of you. Flex your heels. Now, before we even lift, take this top hip, stretch it away. Reach it all the way away from you to the opposite side of the room. Find that little tiny little lift on your waistline away from the mat. Now, flex both feet, lift the top leg up. I'm gonna take top hand to the base of my neck. Just an added challenge. Now, when I do that, guys, just make sure you don't drop your elbow back. Roll it forward so shoulders stay stacked as well. Now, lift your top leg high and then lower it down about halfway. Top leg lifts high. Lower it down about halfway. That's it. Keep flexing through both heels. Now, if you notice, guys, that my knee is pretty much in line with my ankle. If you're noticing that your knee is lower than your ankle, like mine, like right here, as I'm doing, I need you to fix that. Open the knee so it's in line with your ankle. Let's do 3 more. Lift, resist. 2 more. Lift, resist. 1 more. Lift, hold it high. Now just that little pulse up, little up, really tiny. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it high. Take your bottom heel up to meet your top heel. Hold. Now open that top knee wide and close it about halfway. It's a little clamshell. Open that top knee, the clam, and then close. Open it back and then close. You got it. Wrap the top knee back. Good, guys. 3 more. Woo! Open the knee, keep it there. Just drop the bottom heel. There is a hell of a lot of tension in the back of my booty right now. You should feel that. Now you're gonna wrap your knee down so that your heel points up. You're gonna keep your leg high. Open the knee so the heel rotates down. Rotate your thigh bone internally. Your knee points in. Rotate your thigh bone externally. Your knee points up. Now I want you guys to really find the focus here of just your thigh moving. If you need to take that top hand to your top hip and just kind of keep your hand there, it might give you a little sense of how much your hip is actually moving. Try not to let it move. So we go back to center core, we go back to cinching the waistline to stabilize the pelvis and the hips. And then we feel way more work where we should in the glute, guys. We're gonna do one more. Knee opens, knee closes down. Now extend your leg, turn that knee down more, bring your leg slightly forward, and now pulse up, up. Kick your heel to the ceiling, 7, 6, 5 more. Good, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Ooh, all right, we're gonna take that guy off. We got one more booty burn here, leg burn. And then we're gonna go into that 4-figure stretch, which will feel really nice. You're gonna grab that slider, and we're gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna slide with it, but we are gonna take it right between our calf muscle and our thigh bone, or thigh muscle. So you're gonna kind of almost hold on to it, squeeze that little slider. It's pretty thin, so you got a lot of work. You don't have to use a slider, guys, whatever you have. I mean, literally like maybe a book or anything near you that's not too thick, but not too thin. So you're gonna take your elbows right under your shoulders. I need to shift my weight forward. Keep your bottom left knee down. I didn't even tell you what leg. Put it in between your right calf muscle and right thigh. And then you'll lift your right leg up and you'll flex your right heel. Now you can see, because I'm holding on to it, my calf muscle is squeezing pretty close to my bum. That's what I want you to feel. And now try to push the space between your shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Try to shift your right hip down just square up to the floor, and then just lower the right knee halfway down and lift it up. Lower it halfway and lift it up. So there's a lot of work happening in hamstring here, guys, right behind your right thigh is where we should feel the burn. Do not drop your little slider or your book. So it's almost like you're pressing your heel to the ceiling. Let's do 3 more. I like this. We might do this Saturday too. 3, 2, 1 more. Push it up, hold it up. Now hug your ribs together. Zip your belly button in if you forgot about that. Now just a little pulse up, up, up. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it high. Now just rotate your knee open, but try not to lean into your left hip. And then rotate your knee back down to face the floor. Open your knee out to your right side, and then rotate it down to face the floor. Just 3 more. Open as wide as you can, but don't let the hip go. And then rotate. Woo! 2 more. Open. And then close. 1 more, guys. Open the knee, hold it. Now pulse it up, up, 6. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate the knee and lower it down. All right, other side. I'm gonna turn so you can see me. Hold on to the slider between your left calf muscle and your left thigh bone. Elbows down, right under shoulders. Place your right knee down under your right hip, guys, and then you'll flex that left heel up to the ceiling. Now I'm completely leaning to my right. So I'm gonna fix that. Lean to your left a little bit. Wrap that left hip down. Now flex your heel and try to kiss your calf muscle into that slider as tightly as you can. And then we'll just lower the knee down halfway, and then we'll press it up. We'll lower it down halfway, and then we'll press it up. Now check in with your center core, guys. If you're completely letting those ribs pop out and you're arching your back, you're losing so much work here. So I want you to close and zipper the waistline. Push down into your forearms, puff up the space between your shoulder blades. Let's do 3 more. And up. 2. And up. Last 1. And up. Hold it here. Squeeze the slider tighter. And now pulse up. 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 Let's do 4. 3, 2. Hold on 1. Now open your knee out to the side as wide as you can. Wrap your glute back. And then rotate your knee down to face the mat. And then you're gonna open it wide. Try to keep your leg high. So as you rotate your knee down right here, keep lifting it high. Don't let it drop lower. Knee opens, knee closes. Knee opens, knee closes. 2 more, open it wide, and close it down. Last one, open it wide, hold. Squeeze the slider more, now pulse up, little up. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo, lower it down. All right, ditch your slider, roll onto your back, and we'll do that 4-figure stretch. Let's do left ankle over right knee to start, because we did just work that left leg. And you can hang out here or grab behind your right thigh, gently pull towards you. Flex both feet. Maybe use your left elbow to push your left knee out a little bit more. That helps me. Or if you want even more, knee over knee, grab your ankles, pull down towards you, but then also kind of pull out with your ankles. And I always kind of rock side to side. And then switch sides. Let's do left foot on the ground, right ankle over left knee. And again, you can always hang out here if this is enough. Maybe grab behind your left thigh, pull gently towards you, press your right elbow into your right knee. And maybe rock side to side here. I'm gonna go knee over knee. Grab the ankles just a step further. Pull down with your ankles, but then pull out. Only if this is available to you. Rock side to side a little. All right, guys, uncross your knees or ankles, rock yourself up. We have just enough time to burn out your arms and your upper body with some planking. So you're gonna come to stand at the edge of your mat. Let's do actually parallel feet, about hip distance apart. You'll lift your arms up to the ceiling, chin up, look forward. And now with your arms up to the ceiling, hug your ribs down. So you're kind of, again, corseting and closing the ribs in. And then take those two frontal hip bones, gently pull them into your body by scooping the low belly up and in. And now keep all of that. You're gonna take an inhale, exhale, drop your chin, start to crease over your rib cage just like you would your Pilates curl. And now as you peel your spine down to the mat, pull your belly button up. Try to keep your hip size right over your ankles. They tend to wanna kind of push back. So see if you can keep your weight forward a little bit. And then you'll walk out to your plank position. 4, 3, 2, in your plank on 1, ideally. Now lift your heels high. Just find a nice strong plank right here. First one's just gonna be a hold. That means there's more, right? Hold it here. Pointer fingers and thumbs push down into the mat. Wrap your elbows slightly inward. So I want you to think like armpits kind of plugging down into the pockets of your pants, and then triceps kind of spiraling in a little bit. Now lift your chin up, reach through the crown of your head, and I'll push the space between your shoulder blades really strongly to the ceiling. And I'll find that very tight, coarsening waistline. So again, belly button pulls in and up, and ribs close and button. Hold 5. 4 more. 3, 2, pike your hips up, stretch your heels down. Whoops. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Lift your heels high. Roll through the bones in your back down into that plank. So again, upper body getting most of our attention here, but definitely thinking core zipping in. Now my butt is a little too high, so I'm gonna lower my tush down. So if you can find yourself in your video, you want kind of like that diagonal line. We don't want butt higher than shoulders. And now guys, we're gonna do a little shoulder tap. Tap the right hand to the left shoulder. Left hand to right shoulder. Tap and tap. Now you can always take this to the knees. Our goal, guys, is not to sway in the hips. So if you can straighten through your knees more, connect more to the balls of your feet in the mat, and zipper through your low abs a little tighter, you're gonna be way more stable. Keep going. 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, 1. Hold your plank. Hike your hips up. Stretch your heels down. Lift your heels high. Now pull your low belly up and in. I want you to think of the lift of your heels coming from your center, not from your heels. So your belly button pulls your heels up. Then as you roll your bones back out to that plank, your belly button pulls the low belly in, and you roll back out. Hold here. Now we're going to do some walk the plank. So now we'll lower down on the right elbow, down on the left, up on the right palm, up on the left. Again, on the knees is fine. Down, down, up, up. Down to the elbows, up to the palms. 6 more. Now again, try not to sway your hips. So more core, more strong legs, zipper through the low belly, knit the ribs together. 3 more sets. 3, up, up. 2, up, up. Last one, up, up, hold. Hike your hips up. Stretch your heels down. One more, guys. Again, we're gonna pull the belly button up, and that's gonna lift our heels really high. And we're gonna curl the tail underneath us as we roll back out to that plank position. We're gonna try 6 Pilates push-ups. Elbows point back behind you. So you're gonna bend your elbows. I don't care if they're not big. Exhale, push up. 5 more. Exhale, push. 4 more. Exhale up. Chin away from chest. 3, 2. Last one. Hold. Hold 10. Hold 8. Wrap the triceps in. Chin out of chest. 6 more. Good. 4, 3, 2. Hike your hips up on 1. Ooh. Pedal your knees out, guys. Lift one heel. Then switch and lift the other. And switch. Work through the bones in your toes, in your feet. Make sure you get a big stretch down through the heel. That's stretching down. And now with control, lift your heels high. Now instead of walking your hands back to your feet, you're gonna try to pull your navel up so high to the ceiling that you could actually slide your feet underneath you and start to walk your feet towards your hands. Drop your head, hollow out your center. Ideally, legs stay straight, so we gotta pull the low belly in a lot. Hang out here. Maybe soften your knees a little if you need to. And now keep your arms heavy, your head heavy. We're just gonna slowly let our arms dangle as we roll one bone at a time, all the way up to that really tall position. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chin up, and you're done.